Yeah. That's a tough one.
Will we go to She-Hulk?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so She-Hulk is the one I have the most about because we already know Red Hulk's showing up. Probably what I still think is happening, and it kind of goes with your theory that basically Thunderbolt Ross already has a little bit of super soldier serum in him, that he gets it from in the Black Widow movie, right? And then he carries it even into Civil War, right? So so that's why he's like not walking with a cane in Civil War and stuff like that. He talks about his accident, how he got better. That was what you were saying. And then I kind of thought like, and I don't remember how we kind of came to this, but basically like he has some of the serum in it. He uses some more throughout the process of like that super soldier serum. And then when he figures out that Hulk's blood transfer, when he gets like, he already knows that the Hulk's blood's kind of the key, but he couldn't he can never get his fingers on it. So when the She-Hulk gets it, he is able to grab some, and then he's like, now's the chance. I'm doing this blood transfusion himself. And then they probably won't show us it. I don't know if they'll show us him turning until he goes to fight Hulk or something. Some big fight with Hulk. And then I'm theorizing that in the She-Hulk, no, probably in the Thunderbolts or something, or the Dark Avengers even. They have Hulk is going to have his final berserk mode. Is going to be in a fight with Red Hulk.
So like the first scene that will happen in the She-Hulk series, because like I said, I think she will get shot in Spider-Man 3, and she will go off. So the first scene that happens in that series is her going to the hospital, being 1 feet away from death, and then Bruce Banner comes into play and gives her some of his blood, and then she turns into the She-Hulk.
The only issue I have with the Kraven the Hunter shooting her part is
but it does not need to be Kraven the Hunter. It could be another person too, you know?
Yeah. See, I was kind of latching on that idea. I was like, the only issue with Kraven is if Kraven's the one that shoots her in the courtroom, then she'd have a vendetta against Kraven. So like, if Spider-Man beats him, then there's like no resolution for her arc.
Yeah, but I meant Kraven the Hunter. I would like him to be it, but it could be another.
Yeah. You know, which I'd be fine with either. I definitely think you're right. Like something like that would be a good setup. Another good setup could be like if it was like she was collateral damage from something could be cool. Because then it could.
But they already confirmed they will use her comic origin in the series.
I thought she was in a car accident, or did she get shot?
She gets shot.
Okay.
She gets shot in when my thoughts stumbling over my words already.
You're fine.
She in the comics she gets shot while she is protecting someone in court.
Okay.
You know, so she's protecting Spider-Man in court. So like.
Yeah, that would be a good point to do that. Yeah.
You know, that's like two storylines coming together.
Yeah, that's a really good point. That would be a really good way to do it. Yeah, I think it's just gonna. Do they do Hulkling already, or do they do it after? Because I mean, we're talking about like WandaVision potentially bringing in Hulkling. I still don't understand how that works.
But Hulkling isn't a Hulk character,
right?
Hulkling is a hybrid between a Skrull and a Kree. But he's called Hulkling because he looks like Hulk, but he's not a Hulk.
I guess it's just weird to me. Like, I don't know. Like, so one of the big problems that I have, like, as they start to get into more of the obscure characters, right? Not that Hulkling's super obscure. One of the things I get worried about is a lot of characters are kind of copies of other characters in ways, right? So, like, you run the risk of, like, breaking the... I don't know if you watch... Robert Meyer Burnett or anything like that. But he's on the John Campea show a lot, but he talks about verisimilitude, which is like the idea of like things just making sense in the world, right? Because even if it's a universe with superheroes and all this crazy stuff, there's still like an order, a law to things. So like a lot of the stories that are in the comics can kind of pass through the lines and stuff because they've been that way. But when you go to the MCU, you have to make it like make a little more sense. So the only way like I could see in my head Hulkling coming into the MCU and not making it weird would be if WandaVision like imagines him with Wiccan and Speed, and she imagines him into being by like thinking of the Hulk, but like more of a sitcom-y way, and maybe she creates him based on the Hulk as she remembers him but like as a kid to be friends to Wiccan and Speed or something like that. Maybe, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but the weird thing is that the sword is in WandaVision. So
Yeah.
what I think will happen is that Hulkling will be on the run from the Krees
Okay.
because they are after Skrulls, but they don't know yet that he's half Kree. So I think Sword will be protecting him.
Okay, that's another really valid one.
But what you are saying kind of makes sense because if the rumors are true that the kids will grow up when the episodes pass, like
Mhm.
they will start off as babies, then they will children, teenagers. So maybe they'll have a scene with like Wiccan coming out, and then he's like, I can't find a boyfriend or something like that. And
Yeah,
then
something like that, yeah.
Wanda says, "What do you like?" Yeah, I like the Hulk, but yeah, I also want him. Yeah, and then she just creates him in her
Right.
reality walking. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, that would be that would be a fun way of doing it. But I
Yeah, it
think
would
we will
definitely
have
be a
to
way to
come
kind of
back
like
to it.
retcon him into it. Make it make
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little
yeah.
more sense why he's there. But then again, you're right that the fact that he's a scroll, like that gives to his appearance. And being half scroll, half Kree, they could easily write it in that way. I just feel like if they do it that way, we don't know how if Sword is very prevalent, which we know it's going to be partially involved in WandaVision. If it's really prevalent, then doing it that way is going to be a lot easier. If they're already having other scrolls in it and they have like
Yeah,
Sword working with it, that could work.
Sword will be, I think, one of the biggest part of that show because they are just like you are introducing Monica Rambeau,
Right.
Abigail Grant, maybe. You
Yeah.
can maybe, you know what would be a cool way to introduce Beasts into the MCU is via Sword because he also was
Ooh.
a Sword agent in the comics.
Yeah.
But we will touch up on that when we come to the X-Men.
Yeah. Okay, so She-Hulk, not much more to say about that. You thought more Hulks?
Nah.
What did you mean by more
Yeah,
Hulks?
yeah, you have other Hulks in the comics, like you have A-Bomb. He's like, do you know the character of Rick Jones?
No.
So he's like a guy who likes he's like in the comics the guy who he nah, we're just gonna skip it because it's just too damn it's too difficult to
Yeah, I'm just
get.
fingers crossed that they do She-Hulk, Red Hulk, and leave it for me.
Yeah,
For my sake, I just like, whew, I don't want any more. I'm
all
worried
right.
that there's going to be too many heroes in the next phase, and I might get overwhelmed.